Today I want to take you back to one of the first interviews that Chris and Katie Proudfoot did. I think they did this one with Olivia. There are a number of red flags in this interview, at least in my opinion. Today, I want to talk about 3 that took place one after the other, in a matter of seconds. Firstly, listen to this. What do you hear?
My car, and I drove around the neighborhood, and I drove over by the school, and he's already, at this point I was hysterical, and I was crying, I was screaming.
Katie says, I jumped in my car, and I drove around the neighborhood, and I drove by the school, and he's already, at this point I was hysterical, and I was crying, I was screaming, and he was three-way, he three-wayed law enforcement. Did you guys hear that? He's already what? Who is she referring to when she says he? Definitely very interesting. Now, let's look at the next few seconds. Chris starts to cough, and many are suggesting that it's because Katie messed up, and he is reminding her to get back on track with the story, or to remind her that she's not telling the story right.
And he was three-wayed. He three-wayed law enforcement, and was...
Now, let's look again at what Katie is doing with her fingers.
Three-wayed. He three-wayed law enforcement, and was...
Do you see that tapping motion? Tapping on the table to remember the order in which things take place. One would do this if they are trying to remember an order of events. Then she screams out three-wayed, he three-wayed law enforcement. This interview is very worrying, and gives almost a clear indication that there is a script, a narrative that was discussed, and is being put out.